Oh, the update with versions in your collection button now works. One of the greatest pieces of news of all time. Oh, the chains. Yeah, chains are pretty good. The blue chain is nuts. And yeah, the chain of smog combo would be legal, although it's not good. Still play Chain of Smog and Legacy. Wow. I didn't know you doubled the population of people who play that deck. You may have more than doubled it, one being infinitely more than zero. I mean, yeah, two card Monty is definitely like a real thing in Legacy. People just love their like two card instant kill combos. It doesn't matter how bad they are, like someone's playing it. On the play, let's go, baby. So we go Blood Crypt into play the game. All right, let's go. Play it to a 4-2 finish in a Legacy 1K like a month ago. What's the rest of the shell, freak? Like what is the shell that you play that deck in? Well, Fort says holy jumping. Uh okay. So gotta take the light pause. We have a shadow spear. So in theory we could actually uh you play it with Uro and blue cantrips. Got it. Well, I think I have to take light pause. And I don't think it's particularly close. Bogle versus Jund, what year is this? Oh man, don't worry, we got our Lilianas. We can't lose. Unless we get manatized. Yeah, light pause is really nuts. Okay, good, good, good. So they're not attacking at all this turn. Yeah, Force Spike really needs to be modern legal, just like Counterspell did. Like it's just it's egregious that it's not. All right, this is actually a pretty huge draw because we get to get rid of the second ethereal armor that they have in all the glitters. So I guess I'll force them to play the 2-mana version. Play Nile Spellbinder's Cantrip. Let's go. Although it'll shrink my Goyf, so. Yep. All right, well, they're empty handed. So now I just have to deal with an 8/8. Gandalf Force Spike, that'd be pretty cool. Oh, also, due to all the Thoughtseize, my life total is low. Psychotog's not playable. Well, that's why it should be in the format. They should put Psychotog in the format because it wouldn't be a problem. But some people would get some small joy out of playing Psychotog into Upheaval at some point. Hold your tongue, heretic. They found a second light pause, but no auras yet, so... And we have unholy heat for it, and a push. My cup runneth over with reasonable removal spells. Just need to not die. Can I block, please? I would like to block. Yeah, it's like a dog they could put it in a standard set and it'd be like, uh-huh. Oh, what is this boomer magic card? Rats. They're not putting that into standard? Why? Like, they could just do it, like, just for kicks. It literally wouldn't hurt anyone. There's no chance that that card is playable in a standard format. So there's a good chance we're going to 1 this turn, which is awesome. Or we could die. I could see it being playable. Really? Are you serious? I don't believe you. Psychotog? Really? A 3-mana 1/2? I'm gonna block. I'm gonna Nile Spellbomb first. So that wait, this doesn't do what I wanted. Never mind. Don't worry about it. My explanation for why I was doing that doesn't matter. Use the new upheaval. What new upheaval? Upheaval? The new upheaval that's upheaval? Now I have Reflection of Kiki Jiki Haywire Might. Okay, we might be in this game. Okay. Pass the turn. Dryad Arbor. Good, bad draw. Okay, we need another green source relatively soon, but... They don't even attack? They should have taken the free attack. They had it. We have another green source. Cool. Just in case. Yeah, let's get rid of that. They'll probably never draw another light pause ever again, right? I mean, they already drew 2. They can't draw more than 2. That's circular logic. That would be sick. Okay. So we're good. They don't have a good attack here. Drawing 3 would be illegal. That's illegal. Their attack sucks so bad here, it's not funny. This game is over, and I can't believe we just won. Play modern cards. Play MH2 cards. Opponent, your deck contains no MH2 cards. What are you doing? This card is cracked in half. Oh, no. Oh, honey. Oh. Oh, honey. Oh, honey. He just doesn't feel that way about you. All right, Freak, now that I'm on audio and you're not, so that I can push my agenda, what the fuck were they thinking casting Judy Greer in that role in The Village? I haven't finished watching it yet because I started watching your stream, but what the fuck? What the hell, M. Night Shyamalan? I swear to God, you can make respectable movies, and I'm not upset. I'm just confused. I guess I am upset. I'm confused and I'm hurt, freak. I it's so unfathomable. Like Arrested Development had already happened, right? It's like 2003, 2004 for that movie. Maybe 2002. Movie was bad. I haven't finished. Please don't spoil the ending, even though I'm pretty sure I already know it. But it it's so disjointed. It has no idea what it's trying to say. Like the directing is so bad. It just I don't know. It's something else. Is so extra bizarre even for Shyamalan. Yeah, it's The Village for Delta Victor. It it's weird because he's got a lot of like really good movies and then absolute garbage ones. And it's just like there's no in between. It's either like really clever and really good or complete garbage. Like The Visit is a great movie. Sixth Sense is still a great movie. It's still really good. Um Split is insanely good. I don't like Unbreakable. Um but I get why people would. I don't like Unbreakable. Glass was okay. I was blown away by Glass. Just the way that the way they handled it. It was very unexpected. I was impressed by Glass. I don't think it's that good, but I was impressed by it. Is it crazy that I want to play on licensed turfs here instead of some of my spot removal just because it's like a giant creature? Is that insane? Freak, help me out. Yeah. It's got tension with Tarmogoyf, but on the same side, it's like sometimes it's just giant. Yeah, it's like we need a small amount of removal for Light Paws. And then also we have Shadow Spear. So if we get the Shadow Spear and then we have Fatal Push and Unholy Heat to kill Bogly Boys. Oh, they're just off it. Okay. Well, 1-0 win. Terminate's important for things like Murktide, but the fact that Shyamalan also casts himself in his movie is kind of weird as well. No, I don't think so. Like Quentin Tarantino does that, and I don't mind it. Yeah, of course, Jig. Like it's garbage. All right, we're against Menino, Nay, so they're probably on some Cascade variant. Turn one Ragavan is good against Living End, and we'll just have to draw into what we need. I think. I probably should have mulliganed this actually. On close inspection, I should have taken them all. You'd mind it if he had his way and he was the main character in Inglourious Bastards? You what, instead of Brad Pitt? You can't be serious. That cannot be reality. That cannot be real. I don't believe you. Unless you mean the character that Christoph Waltz played. I can believe that Tarantino would have cast himself in that role, I guess. Who's the main character? Is it Christoph Waltz or is it Brad Pitt? That's the way I see it, but you know. I think it's Brad Pitt for sure. Yeah, me too. But like, I am a big fan of Christoph Waltz in that movie is insane. The theater owner, the female lead. I like that read too. Hold on. That's why he says this might be my masterpiece. Is literally Tarantino speaking. What role are you? What part are you talking about, Vija? I guess we'll take this Shardless agent. Yeah, she's a pretty important part of the movie for most of it. So actually, you know what? You're right. That is definitely the main character. Christoph Waltz, and just that scene in general, right, Freak? Like from beginning to end, that scene is cinematic glory. So I can both Seiju twice this turn. Let's see what Ragavan hits. But we might be able to Boseiju them off their colors. Hit a breeding pool. That's not good. If they have a forest, they can violent outburst right now. So this might have been a punt. Which I assume they have a forest. Or, oh yeah, or a breeding pool. Land with a basic type. No way. Sick draw. All right, we're dead. That's on me. Although he was going to get there anyway, so. Okay. Spellbomb. Thoughtseize. All right, so let's play a needle for fetch lands, because if we draw it, that's a thing. And then go for the throat, terminate, and heat. I guess I could play Torpor Orb against their griefs, but I don't think that's a good plan. All right, this ain't bad. Unlicensed Hearse is reasonable at making them take a while to get to their combo. Outburst, 2 land, 2 cycler or 3 cyclers. Okay. Take the outburst. Why does Stream Decker not recognize Phyrexian Dragon Engine? I don't know, and it's been broken for a while, right? Like that's not new. It's been like several weeks of that being the fact. Yeah, it's weird, and I don't. I got nothing, Freak. I have no explanation. It has been that way for a while. In multiple deck lists, you'll just look at them and it'll be too skilled. Wait, hold on. And they drew Shardless there. They drew Shardless and the Vorse. All right. So their hand is currently Architect, Living In, Waker, and an unknown. Not even sure what they brought the Force of Vigor in for. They are down 2 Cascaders, so that's something. And they don't have any good targets if they grief. So we just need to dodge for a little bit. Okay. There's Saga in your Saga targets. I don't hate it. Yeah. No, I know. It's just I don't know. It was just tilting to get hit by it right there. Like I didn't need to play the Saga that turn, but it was the highest upside because I just drawn it, and it I don't know. Still sad engine doesn't work with Rivaz. Like it's not a dragon in the graveyard. Is that no? Uh right. We got. Nothing you can do about that. Jesus. Just slammed. Last time I played against Menino, I beat him up with a hammer. So, yeah, just living end things. Turn one Thoughtseize. They drew into Force of Vigor and the green card. Then they drew into another Cascader within the next 2 turns. And the third land. It's not freak. So it says once during each of your turn, you may cast a dragon creature spell from your graveyard. So if you're casting a spell, it goes on the stack, and then it enters the battlefield from the stack. Emery also doesn't trigger Phyrexian Dragon Engine for the same reason. Yeah. Stupid stack. Ban the stack. Start the stack. I mean, stop the stack. I mean, whichever one's good for me. Or bad for me. Or ignorance. Is it clear? Oh, empty. Yeah. So, Arid Mesa. What does that mean I'm against? I think it means I'm against a deck where I'm going to dash a Ragavan right now rather than casting Ren and 6. Ah, it's creativity. Okay. All right, so they have access to Leyline Binding already. So we're going to port them. Porting is a term that I use generally and I overuse for any time where you get to pass the turn to your opponent without them getting to use their mana, which is kind of the reverse of what a port is, but it still feels like a tempo win. You're really good at getting paired into your worst 2 matchups. Thanks. I do what I can. Probably not making the second construct here. This plus Ren and 6 might be how we end up winning the game. So it's between Haywire Might and Nile Spellbomb. It's either do I want to block their graveyard for persist, or do I want to try to block them from using treasure tokens? If they have Prismari Command, they can actually shock the Haywire Might while making the token, and then they get it anyway. So I think we get the Spell Bomb, but it doesn't feel great. If they do go for X's 1 creativity, we have a Terminate, so it's not too bad. Let's play another Saga. Dash the monkey. Oh, I've got Boseiju if they have a treasure for the creativity. Could see Leyline Binding and a removal spell here. Holy shit, Terror of the Peaks is super expensive. Must be a commander card. Called Shot, Prismari Command. I have nothing I can do about this. Maybe... maybe I should have played the land post-combat, and then I could have chosen to play Stomping Ground and play Wrenn and 6. Wow, Terror of the Peaks is really expensive. I'm gonna go ahead and blame Commander for no reason. Just pretty sure it's their fault. I can't currently kill 2 dwarves. Mythic from a core set. Yeah. I got a dwarf. So they are going for the reanimate. If I clear their graveyard... I mean, I might as well. So I don't have to kill the Archon in response to the trigger. So we'll get this terminated anyway. All right. It sucks. But maybe they're just being hopeful. Maybe they actually don't have the card yet. That's the dream anyway. You can draw the card either way. Yeah. I understand that. But spending the black is the problem. Oh boy. Okay, that's fine. If they had an Archon coming in, it would have killed my Wrenn 6 anyway, so... And I have a Boseiju to free it if I need to. They didn't discard an Archon. Alright, we're in good shape. Not great shape, but good shape. Give me back my rat. Hey, JK Torborg. They have a bolt, they could take it down. Oh, they got a dwarven mine. That's an interesting choice. Not something I would have thought of as a option. I don't think I'm making a construct. So let's grab the might. Thoughtseize first. Binding. Okay. Oh, I could have activated Wrenn 6. Oh well. Let's see if I want to. All right. We're learning Spell Pierce. I'm a big fan of the channel lands. All right, no spells. Hold, push, terminate. We saw their hand. I'm going to use this turn to... If we want to do that, instead, what I would do is play a land, free my Wrenn and 6, ping down a dwarf, and hold a push. And that's what I should do. I think that's what I should do. All right. So, slightly mismanaged this turn, but I think we're in an okay spot. They still have their mountain in the deck, but after next turn, we can start Bosejuing them out of the game, potentially. No, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. God damn it. I have such a hard time thinking about how Boseiju works. I don't know why. You're fine if they don't top deck creativity. Well, they had a Scalding Tarn. Yeah. That's true. If they would have had creativity X2 there if they had top decked it. Good thing I dodged it. Let's pick up the Boseiju anyway. Play a Saga. Play a Goyf. And we've got Terminate, Fatal Push now. So Terminate, Fatal Push, and Boseiju. So it should be in an okay spot. They're almost at Hardcast Archon, but we can take them off of double black. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I know they have one more land in hand. I wonder if I should take them off double black now. If they top deck creativity, I get punished. Although I have a Terminate. Also, Terminate Archon isn't that bad since you have Wrenn fodder. Yeah. Draw step, kill black land. That's exactly what I'm thinking. Yeah, let's do it. They'd have to draw... Oh, I didn't have a draw step. Stop. Well, punt. We beat creativity this way, so that's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. It's fine. It was a pretty marginal play anyway. All right. Shoot. Get ye hence. Get ye to a nunnery. Be gone, foul, Ziatoro's proving ground. And darken my step no further. Thoughtseize, you say. All right. Anything new? Nope. All lands. Auto mod doesn't like... Oh. There's a single letter that your comment was missing where it would have been problematic if you had added a letter. There's a letter that was missing there for that to be horrifying. On its own, it's fine. Anyway, not that we're getting into that. So this thing, these things. I'll figure out what I want after the fact. I definitely want this. I definitely want that. Those are locked in. Definitely do not need Shadow Spear here. I could bring it back if I want. So Hearse feels okay because it pins their graveyard. Jake, you got to do it. It happens in Magic and in chess. Yeah. So I think I want to play one Alpine Moon, but I'm not sure that I want to play more than one. I'll play one Engineered Explosives, but I'm not sure I want to play more than one if I want to play one at all. And then it's like a toss-up of all the rest of this stuff. Actually, I don't need the Bauble. Because I have the Spell Bomb. Well, let's get a second Spell Bomb and a second Haywire Might. I guess Needle is pretty good too. So now we're overcarded by one. Could probably go down to Fable. It's kind of clunky. Okay, I don't hate this. I don't know if it's right, but it doesn't feel wrong. Sure, we'll keep that. We got a turn 1 Fortsies, and then I don't know what I'm playing. We'll go black red here because we got Thoughtseize, and then we can play turn 2 Proving Ground Monkey. Monkey's not great in this matchup, but like I can't imagine. Oh no! Don't fail me, bro. Don't fail me. Ah! I got veiled. Sure is, freak. They had no land to pick up though, so not devastating. I think I'd rather dash a monkey than get my Ren and 6 down. Ren and 6 is not super relevant against them. Fetching Forest might make them nervous about Blood Moon. My 3-color Urza Saga deck can't possibly be registering Blood Moon, but they might get nervous about it, which I don't mind. Like, I feel like it's a pretty good play to grab the Forest. Like, my colors are settled, so I have double black if I draw the Necromentia. They're down a Veil. Okay, we're going to see Fable. Oh, they did find the duel, or the fetch. Maybe I should have played the Nile Spellbomb this turn. Whatever. All right. So this is less than great. This is really not good at all. I guess I'm going to dash Ragavan and see if they choose to block. They likely won't. Hopefully we hit a removal spell for the token off their deck. They do block. Okay, that's good for us. Hey! Jiggy with the resub. All right, we'll pass here. I don't feel great about it. This game's not going particularly well, but... Huh. I just realized that we don't have a way to just, like, kill their Ren and 6. They discard an Archon. Yikes. They have access to black mana. They pick up Dwarven Mine. Okay. Second Fable. Yikes. So many yikes. So little time. Probably dead on this one. It's just our black deck doesn't have any card that kills Ren and 6. That's tough. Is that weird that I just want to scoop this game now? Like, it almost doesn't matter what they have. I just can't. I guess I could draw Heat for the Ren and 6 because I have a bunch of those. I love Eliminate. Yeah, that was the card I was actually thinking about, but it's not a good card, so it's kind of, I mean, it's not bad, but it Spellbomb. I guess I should play the Goyf. Goyf keeps them off a free treasure, maybe. Yeah, I mean, sure, but like they can just attack and get the treasure and then creativity for 2, and I can't do anything about it. So it's kind of. Maybe they have nothing. Maybe their whole hand is lands. Okay, I'm off it. Let's go game 3. Well, this sucks, but it also might just lock them. So, hashtag let's go. Creativity, creativity, persist Archon. So, we can needle whichever the fetch lands they don't play next turn and discard the Bitter Union. So we'll leave them with 2 creativities and an Archon in hand. All right. I'm into that. Oh, for the love of... Okay. Okay. I mean... Yeah, we name Meyer here. I guess we have those 2, but I have 2 foothills in hand, so it's probably fine. And thank you for the follow. Here's some affirmation. Okay. This might hit nothing. Most things this can hit, they could play in response. They drew another persist. Oof. Out here dodging bullets like Neo. Might as well play this Alpen Moon on Dwarven Mine. Let's draw a threat somewhere, please. One time. One time for the one time. Dear opponent, do not draw Leyline Binding, Ren 6, Boseiju, Fable the Mirror Breaker. Oh, good. Oh, good, another land. Good, good. Everything is going according to plan. They have a rainbow land? That's not fair. All right, we did it. All right. Let's go to 8. No. Oh, come on. Oh, boy. So they have 2 creativities and an Archon still. Oh, good. The Yellow Bummer, am I right? Yo, you're not wrong. Hey, Mr. Bodingles. What a game of Magic the Gathering we have played here. Discard, 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 discard. Die. So they're at 6. There's no Planeswalker in the graveyard. Let's ping them for 1. And then if for any reason Ren 6 dies next turn, we just win. Or I guess, well, it depends. But I feel like pinging them there was correct. They're so close to death now. They go end step. Discard to clean up. Another Archon. Oh, that's the Archon. You win the game with a ping. Yep. If this Tarmogoyf connects, because they just discarded Archon, they increase the number of card types. No. Okay. Annoying. Double annoying. But it's a 6/7, so I still kill them next turn. Okay. They have one or maybe two persist left in their deck. They have 4 creativities, 2 creativity still in their hand, but they don't have any tokens. So not likely that we're going to kill them here, but maybe. Okay, that's a really good draw. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Swear I wish I hadn't boarded out all of my bolts. I guess I should have kept bolt over push. Yeah, I probably should have. Take the Archon and the fetch. Don't F6. I'm not F6ing. Okay. Can a car crew another car? Does anyone know the answer to that? Can a car crew a car? Nice. Okay. I want to leave Bitter Reunion as long as possible. It's the only enchantment. I guess at no point do I actually have to remove Bitter Reunion. I don't think they could do anything with it. Yes, if you crew the car. Yeah. No, but vehicles can no longer crew themselves. That was an actual rules update. I forget why. There was a reason, but vehicles cannot crew themselves. All right, no veil. Is there vehicles in Kamigawa that care about what crewed them? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, there are. I forget the name of the one. Mind Link Mech. That's the name. Mind Link Mech is one of them. Although it doesn't have abilities, so it doesn't really matter. Just the persist. We'll leave the Bitter Reunion because it theoretically grows a Goyf. Well, time to start eating my own graveyard. Eh. Ran and Seeks. Okay, you are cast. Somehow I only have 3 card types in my graveyard. I guess I'm missing instant. So I've played nothing but sorceries. Okay. So this we name Archon, right? Yeah, we name Archon here. No more veils. No more veils. No more veils. Yeah. 3 creativities in hand. And no other targets. Enjoy your zombie. Still only 3 card types in my graveyard. So I think we'll just leave things as they are. We'll just leave them with a zombie for now. It can attack, but actually do play for it. If they're on some of the newer creatures, no, they shouldn't. No, I think they're on 3 Veils. Yeah, they only veiled twice this game, right? Oh, they're underneath the hearse. Yeah, there's only 2 Veils. This is not a correct representation, by the way. These cards are in exile, and they should be represented here. I don't know why they're not. It always annoys me when Magic Online does stuff like this. These cards are in exile, and they should be represented in this zone here. People do that in paper also. Yeah, but that's not the point. In digital, they can represent it in both places. Okay. I think they're gonna die. I mean, I could hit like 3 Ragavans, but did I hit? I hit a Ragavan, a Tarmogoyf, and a Nile Spellbomb. Super. You have died. Ping my Ragavan. Okay. Resolves? PogChamp? Get out of the way. Get out of my way. I'm a teacher. Got him. Scrubs. All right, I'll be right back. Ridiculous. All right. Hiya. Against Vinny Russian. Am I keeping this hand in the dark? Nope. Against Vinny Russian. Am I keeping this hand in the dark? Yep. Putting Bobble on the bottom. Done. So, Freak, I don't know what your opinion is if you're here, but what the hell's with the Bobble? I don't like the Bobble in this deck, and it doesn't make sense to me. 5 out of 7. Perfect card. Yeah, I don't like it either. No, it's not. It's not bad. It's just... It doesn't... Yeah, it just... The times where you'd ever want it are so narrow that I just can't. Like... Eh? Okay. What are we doing here, opponent? What are we doing here? All right. Yeah, yeah, exactly. There's a lot of flex cards, and some of them are varying degrees of right or wrong. Because I drew that, Let's play Mire and pass. If I have to Unholy Heat to block a hammer, I will. Otherwise, we'll just get a tap land. We get a tapped Bloodstained Mire, and this can get a forest. Do it, opponent. Fucking do it. I dare you. I goddamn dare you. You should. I think you just jam it. 100% you jam here. But you don't have to. I respect it. So we'll leave that up. Draw. Play Foothills. Get a Swamp. Thoughtseize. I'm not paying for shit. Nope. Oh. Well then. Yeah. I'm in danger. Nah, they're playing it correctly. They're playing it correctly. On further evaluation, I'm pretty sure that they should do what they did. I think if they play this game correctly, we will lose. They do not need to play this hammer. They just end step make a construct, and then they have double hammer with two different bodies. And we're not beating that. Imagine if they drew the third hammer. If they drew the third hammer, they should go for it here. The only thing that beats that is like Fatal Push, which this deck is playing, but still. Mm. Swear I type do it to them when I play off stream. Do it. I want to see you do it. Yep. So Tarmogoyf's about to become a 4/5. Which ain't not bad. They're making two constructs. Okay. But I don't have enough card types, so hopefully they put the hammer. That's not a hammer. They have a land in hand? They must have a land in hand. Yeah. So Heat is an instant. I'm gonna put the Tarmogoyf in front of the construct and see if they punt. The punt would be to play the hammer and try to equip it to the Esper Sentinel. They should just put it on the construct, but there's a chance they make a mistake here, and we just get to heat the Sentinel, and then we have a 5/6. It matters, opponent. It matters. Don't get it wrong. They got it wrong. Boop. Get punished. Jund really can beat up on Hammer in a bunch of ways. It's a surprisingly even matchup. it's just so hard to play around all the things that Jund has. We're not out of the woods here at all, but you like this matchup as Jund? Yeah, I understand that. I think I'd rather play Fable than Ragavan this turn, and we'll leave up a menacing swamp. If I was the opponent, I would go for it again, but like whatever they have, they should go pedal to the metal and try to kill me this turn. But if they have a Pure Steel in hand, they're missing a white, which is great for us because they've already burned through 2 hammers. Oh, no, it got Joe. Someone's just sitting there menacingly. He's just staring at me. Look at that. Look at that lotus. It's so pretty. I don't know if this is actually... No, it's an orchid, right? They have Nettle Fist? They do have Nettle Fist in hand. That is a card we know about. And a Springleaf Drum. Okay, so we know about 2 of their cards. Springleaf Drum and Nettle Fist. There's the drum. So Nettle Fist on the construct would be lethal. Because that would be 12. Nettle Fist on the Ornithopter is not lethal. Uh-oh. Okay. I think they missed a free attack with the construct token there. Oh, I wasn't counting the aid. 7. Okay, so we got to find it out for that thing. Which is not going to be easy, but we got 3 draws. They're playing really conservatively. Yeah, but they're not in any danger of dying. Like, they're at 20. So I just feel like that's kind of loose. Damn. So I'm just dead to the Ornithopter. Unless I can get this Ragavan through. If the Ragavan goes through, it's possible I grab a Thopter off their deck. Not likely, but this is what you play for. I mean, we played this game really well to get to this point, so we might as well play the last chunk as well as I can. Yeah, okay, they made the right block. Okay. There's no chance they don't attack with a Thopter. That's just not. We just don't entertain that. This is not good here. But this is. And this is. And this is. Don't need the Spell Bomb. I don't really want the Bauble. And then... Yeah, discard spells are good here. But I don't... No, we should probably keep all the discard. Well, they're bad top decks. I wonder... It's just shaved down a little bit. Oh, Monkey's bad. Monkey's bad. So... Yeah. I got there. I just had to look at the deck a little bit more. I think this is good. Torpor Orb's interesting, but it doesn't shut down enough. This deck has only EE to beat Sanctifier on Vec, which is a little scary. Oh no, we've got Tarmogoyfs too. All right, we're good. And we've got the Construct tokens. That's a Snap Keep. Snap this off. Opponent on mulligan decisions. Oh. And they keep their 7. Still working on my sleep deficit from the Calgary trip. Yeah. Pyrite's definitely a card I would want to play in this deck. I think I want to play the moon on 1. No, I don't. We'll just play a tap blood crypt pass. The reason that I don't want to play the moon, the reason I want to play the moon is to get ahead of their Esper Sentinels, but I don't want them to just be able to Otherworldly Light, March of Otherworldly Light it without getting Stone Rained. It depends on how it all shakes out. Okay. That's a good draw. And the more value we can get out of this EE before I have to play Alpine Moon, probably the better. There it is. Oh, yeah. We're not gonna I'm gonna push now, and I think I'm gonna Alpine Moon them. And we'll leave the 8 in play for now, and we can pin their stuff with okay. Sure. I don't know if I agree with that play. Using a hammer like this seems pretty loose to me. That means they almost definitely have a Pure Steel Paladin in hand. But, like, I don't know if I'm worried about it. Or maybe they're thinking that the aid, the Saga is going to create the token for the aid to whatever they're thinking. We're gonna wreck them up with that. So I have put myself in a place where I have an Alpine Moon and an Engineered Explosives that ideally I'm going to be putting on 1, but like that's fine. The way this game shakes out, it'll probably be not a problem. Yep. I could just play Goyf and pass here. Because I've got the Terminate to keep me alive. And then we've got Inquisition into EE on 1. And that should seal the deal. We'll see. In theory, even in the worst case scenario that they go Animate Inkmoth, attack, play the hammer, they don't have enough mana to play a Blacksmith skill. They don't have 3 artifacts here if this is a pure steel. Sanctifier. Okay. It's going to shrink my Goyf by 1. That's fine. I do not care. And if they put a hammer on it, I also don't care because I've got the Engineered Explosives. So it's all good in the hood. Inquisition. Okay. I have another Saga. So we're in exactly the mediocre situation I didn't want to be in. I think this turn we just play and pop EE, which means they get the Saga. Hopefully we can find another answer for stuff. In the meantime, we're getting smashy. E2 and move on with your 2 for 2? Maybe I should have. That was really not a play I thought of at all. I just didn't consider it, but that's probably correct. Yeah, there are a lot more in this game with the way I did that. Ooh, Relic. That's... yeah. Lucky draw on the opponent's side there. Let's save this for after they pop the Relic. Saga's really dangerous. No, I agree with you. I don't know. I just punted it. No, it's not. Saga's no longer dangerous. Don't worry. We'll just draw the best card in every possible situation, Freak. Just don't worry about it. All right. Magic's easy now. Cool. So, can hit him for 1. Get a tap-ed land. Strap-ed pants. Yeah, easy clap. Just draw the best possible card in every situation. Just don't worry about it. I'm glad you've chosen to draw well. Yeah, it helps. We're not out of the woods yet, but we did beat creativity, which was quite the slog and quite the miracle. Going down to 2 lands. Okay. Would love to see a Ren and 6 off the top. Another Saga. Brutal. Another Alpen Moon. This is going to get the Cauldron complete. Uh-oh. Because I have 2 Stoneforged. Hey, remember that thing where I should have blown up all their 2s? Maybe we could just draw another E and get that Cauldron stuck in their hand. Unless they boarded it out, which they probably didn't. Nettle Cyst. Okay, it's not a Cauldron. Nettle Cyst is infinitely more manageable. Yeah. Guess that's okay. So they want to race, huh? All right. We can race. I have Terminate for their token. The thing that'll be dangerous is when the Shadow Spear comes out the next turn. It's going to be close. So neither of these cards will go to my graveyard. And there's already a creature in the graveyard, so that doesn't help either. So we Terminate to push the Goyf through this turn. And then hopefully we can bolt. Yeah, it's not great. I need something more. Like that. Like that. I need that. That's what I need. I need to draw that card. Because I put this on 1 and then it pins all their relevant plays. I think. I'm gonna attack first. If they... Okay, I was going to say, if they put the construct into block there, I think I had to let them have it. Play EE on 1. I have to do it now, because if they get the Shadow Spear, then I'm screwed. They can get Pithing Needle, but that means they're not getting the Shadow Spear. And then when they leave 1 creature back, we have Terminate plus Bolt. So it's going to be tight. This game's about to be real tight. Yep. What do you got? What do you got? Thopter. Yikes. Good call. So we can still steal this in theory. Oh my god, what is... Oh, this is the Nettle Cyst. All right. Boy, that's a lot of blockers. Okay. It's a lethal attack. So blow the explosives. If I draw a second piece of removal, we just win. I'm basically stuck doing this anyway. So let's do it now. And then there's a few different draws that win the game from here. Shadow Spear, removal. That does it. Whew. What a game. What a game. Dude. We have both Seiju on top and a Bolt. Whew. Thanks, Corporal Trash Panda. I do what I can, but that was loose. That was real tight. All right, click submit. Freak's Line was better. We got there, but I think Freak's Line was better. But like both of them had a lot of ways that it could go badly, and a lot of ways that it could go well. So. Most important thing here is going to be to keep a good opening hand. Need a hand that does not die early. The longer the game goes, the more likely we are to win, but... Your line one clear, it was good. No, I mean, you know me. One thing that annoys me most about Magic players is when they say they're sure about something that they clearly can't be sure about. That just annoys me to no end. So for whatever reason, like I don't know, I feel like I'm in the antithesis of that. And that's why Roy is such a good friend and compliment to me in a lot of ways. Like why he's so good for me to play test with is Roy is actually able to like game theory and math out certain situations where he's like, no, see here, it's demonstrably true that one of these lines is correct. And that's what I need because so many people don't bother to do that. And it's not clear if they actually have the information that they say they do or they don't, if they can't explain it. Yeah, well, he's been around, right? Like, but like he's been in your chat a bunch of times, and he's around here a lot. But if you ever come to Toronto, you'll be meeting Roy, I'm sure. He's a mod, yeah, and he's the number one mod, right? Like he does everything, everything that every streamer is too lazy or too busy to do. He's just on it. Mm-hmm. He's the only mod you need. Many mods, but only one Roy. So they took a mull. We kept. They took a mull to 5. All right, we're in a really good spot with this hand. We haven't seen a single Blacksmith skill or Spell Pierce out of them. Actually, have we seen blue lands? I wasn't paying enough attention. We haven't because they played Horizon Canopy, and they played the black white one too. So think they might be on White Hammer. I only just realized that they're actually not playing blue. But we should at some point run into Blacksmith Skill, that's one of the best cards in that deck. In the leagues that I've been playing with Hammer, in a lot of post-board games, I go up to 3 Spell Pierce, 3 Blacksmith Skill, and I find it wins me a lot of games. Like a lot. In a way that I think I wasn't valuing those cards as highly when I started playing the deck. Also, they weren't in the deck when I started playing the deck, but either way. Okay, so we're going to bolt this. We're going to play Ren and 6. We have Terminate. I'm in an okay spot. Just the same as I think. So I can go Mountain into Overgrown Tomb here. Yeah, and that casts everything I want. The same as I've always thought Caldra Complete is bad, and I've actually started coming around on it. Like, there's a bunch of games where it's actually better than I think. If you had to describe how much it helps you when you describe it, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's not a little. It's a lotl. Axolotl? No. Quetzalcoatl? Maybe. But it's a lot. Subdecks can't beat it at all. Yeah, I feel like they're so far and few between, but one of the important ones is the mirror match. And then the thing I wasn't counting on with Caldra is how it interacts with Sigarda's Aid and Pure Steel Paladin. Like, it's way better than I thought when you have an Equipper. That's the other thing, is it's like, it's also a Shadow Spear. It's also, like, it also gives Trample. It also, you know. Yeah. We got Bolt Terminate here. I think I'm in a good spot to just pass the turn. I'll fetch when their Saga goes off, just in case they want to try to kneel my fetch land. I'm not actually worried about it, but I think it's definitely correct here. It also eats anything it blocks. Well, the problem I have with Caldra is that the creature part of it doesn't ever live, and it never kills anyone. I mean, I know it earlier I played against Black-Red, and I actually did kill them with it, but like, it just so rarely is, like, Stoneforge surviving is so rare, it feels like, and Caldra actually killing people is so rare, it feels like, but that's actually not true. Like, I play a lot of Leyline Binding decks. I play a lot of Prismatic Ending decks, but not everyone does. Gingerbread. It's a hammer from hand. All right, so let's make them blow 2 hammers if they have them, and or a blacksmith skill, and if they have everything, then we die. Do you have it all, opponent? Oh, they would need to use the... Okay, so we'd still be alive. It's a pain in the ass for Murktide. Yeah, that's true. All right, we got the win. So we're playing with house money with Jund? Uh-oh. We're going for the Jund Ultra Trophy. We're going for the gold-plated platinum medal. Or whatever. I don't know. I'm just making shit up. Yeah, I'm going to keep this against a Karuga deck. Hell yeah. We already got the Gen 5-0. Oh, no! Alright, so... But it's Karuga, so they can't be Rhinos. So I guess we go Black, Red, and Inquisition them. And then we have Dash next to... Oh! Cool tapes. Okay, well, we got Spell Bomb. Wow. That was not what I was expecting there. Yeah, this is a really bad matchup for Jund. We do have Necromentia on the board, although we only have one. This is a very bad matchup. Agree. So they have the Scion of Draco next turn. I cannot push it. So let's dash the Ragavan to get my green mana for next turn. This would be the first ever Gen 502. Well, no, it wouldn't. We're only 3-1. We lost one of the matches. We lost match 2. So we hit Kenzen off their deck. Okay. Wait, no, they can't Scion next turn. Their lands suck. I could have just played the Ragavan this turn. Oh well. Oh yeah, we lost the Living End, yeah. But we beat Creativity. That felt good. Do it. Do it now. There it is. Play nothing. Okay. A Ren. All right, so I'm already at 15. Of course they drew it, but they're gonna whiff. Yep, they whiffed. 4 damage. This deck sucks. Dylan MTG, I hope you're watching. This deck sucks. Calibrated Blast? Yeah, sucks. Absolutely sucks. We have to bomb them now? No, it costs 5 mana to flash it back. And they didn't put the Throes of Chaos into the graveyard. That's what they revealed to the Blast. Sign of Draco currently costs 6. No, it's 5 on the Calibrated Blast. I'll make the Construct. It's a okay beater. And we'll get Haywire Might. Yeah. Shadow Spear. Play Blood Crypt. Now we have to spellbomb them. But we'll do it when we can draw a card. Do I want to draw a card? Well, they could have Sokenzen'd me there, and they didn't. I'm concerned. Do I want to draw a card? So if they played us okay. Oh, I thought they had 2. Oh, I exiled one. That's why I was thinking there were 2 in the game. There's one in exile. That's why. So if I draw a card, next turn we equip this. And we go in and gain 3, which puts me to 16. If this is on this, it's a 3. Yeah, I can draw the card here. I can equip it to Ragavan too, and that's also puts me to 16, which is where I need to be. Okay. Cool. I just love Sokenzen being in Modern. I've said this before, but I love Sokenzen being in Modern because it just makes me think of the card Barrel Down Sokenzen, which is a garbage tier Magic card that nobody else in the world should remember. But I do, and I think it's funny. Limited Bomb. It has the sweep mechanic. I don't think it's a bomb in any sense of the word, other than it's bad. Other than it bombed. It has the sweep mechanic, freak. Sweep is the worst mechanic I think that's ever been made. I literally don't have any clue if there's a worse mechanic. I'm pretty sure it's the worst mechanic of all time. So they're just dead, right? They can't even play the Karuga. They're gonna play Scion. We're gonna heat it, and we're just gonna kill them. Hot. What is the Sokenzen meme? I mean, it might be freak. Like, what is it called? Like, Unnerve? Is that the name of the there's a nickname for the effect where creatures can't block. Tremor? Is it Tremor? I think it's Tremor. Tremor effects are like okay and limited. So this is 8. and then 9. Kill ya. Nice deck. Cool. Necromentia, Thoughtseize, Alpen Moon, Haywire Might, Pithing Needle, Spell Bomb. Pushes out. Terminates and Lightning Bolts and Unholy Heats are okay. Bobble out. Shadow Spear is very important. It's the bolts. Yeah, bolts is the worst piece of removal. Terminate sucks. Well, it kills their like 4/4s and nonsense freak. I think it's honestly better than Lightning Bolt. I'm gonna put my foot down. Bolt goes face. I know, but usually, like, did you see the way the last game worked? Like, a lot of the time we're gonna kill them with like Tarmogoyf or like a 4/4 construct, and like, yeah, Bolt could close the gap in those games, but the times where a Scion of Draco is just gonna like block my Ragavan, or my like 2/2 construct or 3/3 construct, I don't know. I feel strongly about that. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think this is good. I think this is where I want to be. On the play, I might like mull to 5 to try to find like either a really good hand or a Necromentia, but only one Necromentia is kind of feels really loose. Oh, that's a mull. That's also a mull. Yeah. Wow. If we draw a fetch land in the first 2 turns, this might just be a win. Yeah, I think we're going to keep in Prage. Bottom might. Bottom Spellbomb? No, bottom Goyf. Well, if we draw the Swamp or a Saga, I want the Goyf. Bottom 2 mites. Yeah. Prage. Hit. 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 Do it. That's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about America. That's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about America. You stop for the sweat, right? I'm not going to play the Null Spellbomb because I don't need it. KO Diamonds, thank you for the raid of 9. Welcome. We are playing some Jund Sagavan. We are here for the 4-1. That is a better record than Jund is able to get. It's better than the Jund 5-0. And we are against Calibrated Blast. If they have a turn 2 Scion of Draco and a turn 3 Blast, we might die here. Otherwise, should be in pretty good shape. Looks like they got the Scion, so still could definitely die. USA, best country on earth. That is a statement. As a Canadian, I approve this message because it means less of you will try to move in here. So Nakem Phillips and Pony Slay Station. Pony Slay Station. I love that name. Thank you for the follows. They should blast pre-combat here so that they can decide if they want to attack me or not. I assume that they're saying I don't have a blast. This is actually a problem, although I have Boseiju, so maybe not. And I have Haywire Mate. Oh, Haywire Might doesn't shoot creatures, but that's okay. So get a swamp. Necro their blasts. They can't Veil. Sorry, not the... Yeah. Blast. Okay. They have a third Scion? Oh, fuck. We might be dead. Hey, Freak. How about Terminate Sucking? How do you feel about that now? Let's take a picture of their sideboarding because it lasts longer. Oh, shit. They have two. Wow, I'm so dead. Unless I draw nothing but Terminates, I'm dead. Yeah. That sucks. Well, we played the hand right. You can't. I didn't expect my opponent to have 4 hammers on turn 2. Yeah, just dead. The Maelstrom Pulse that we're not playing? Nope. All right, game 3. Deck still sucks. Pulse would have been justice. It would have been so good. There's also Echoing Ruin is a legal card. I don't know if there's any more. Echoing Ruin is definitely a legal Magic the Gathering card. I don't think we had enough red for Shattering Spree. Yep. Why does nobody play this? It wipes out constructs. It's a sorcery. No, Kaya, I had it on open. I had it open, and then I looked over and saw your name in the chat. I don't actually watch other things. It's just on that monitor. And it's like behind my Twitch control. It's like I minimized the Twitch control for some reason, and then I was like, oh, Kaya's in another chat. So I guess we go Fetch, Shock, Stomping Ground, or Blood Crypt. Doesn't really matter too much. I think I want to go Stomping Ground. Yeah, probably. I guess this lot. So if they block or kill my Ragavan, then I need to, or I only get to play the Goyf and I don't get to play the Thoughtseize, unless I play Proving Ground. I think we're okay though. Blood Crypt in case of Desert. Well, what? Which Desert? Desert? I don't. The Desert that ETBs and pings, it can't target anything other than players. It just deals damage to a player. Oh. Yeah, but I would get my treasure. I would get my treasure then. So it doesn't matter. Yeah, you meant Desert. Wild. Yeah, I mean, but that... Alright, so let's Thoughtseize. Do I want a Thoughtseize and go to 15? Yeah, Desert's modern legal. It's in Time Spiral. I don't know if I want a Thoughtseize. Can we just go Saga, Tarmogoyf? I have Boseiju if they have a Sign of Draco, although I guess that's not really a great play. That's fair, Freak. I'm just saying that I would still get the treasure, which I needed for colors. Nephalia Academy. Okay, so now we can't. Well, we can Thoughtseize, but it goes back on top. But that's fine. Because our plan here is to get Shadow Spear next turn and then probably just win. Oh, that sucks. I guess what I can do here is Boseiju their Nephalia Academy and then Thoughtseize them. That doesn't feel the worst. Yeah. I mean, I don't love it, but it... Oh, I haven't had legendary creature. Whoops. I can cycle my Zeator as Proving Ground. And I still have a land drop, and I still have a treasure coming. So let's do that. Cool. Glad I did. Really glad I did. Endlessly glad that I did the thing that I said I did there. I'm going to go to 15, but I get double Thoughtseize, so they'd have to have a pretty nutty hand for this to be a wrong choice. Of course, they could always top deck the kill. Okay. Take the blast. They're on 2 lands. We're definitely going to kill them before they get to that. And actually, I can Thoughtseize their Emrakul and shuffle this back in if I need to. So, at the moment, I believe I kill them before they can get to anything. Of course, they can just top deck blast, but that's what you're always dodging. There's an Emrakul and a bunch of lands. Sorry. I don't think Sokenzen's one of them. It might be. If you just Thoughtseize them, you would hit whatever they put on top of their argument. That's true. That's true. That would have exiled the blast, which would have been good. They can't Sokenzen yet, but they do have one in hand. I'll fetch. So I want to draw Shadow Spear if I can. Okay. This monkey is bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. Oh, for the love... Seriously? I guess it was in their hand already. Goodness gracious. Okay. Let's hit something good. Scavenger Grounds. Actually, that would have been annoying. So, glad I hit that. Okay. Okay, so they're going to Sokenzen. It's going to keep them alive for a turn, but then we Thoughtseize them, make them discard the Emrakul. So, it's going to be tight. Yeah, they have the 5th land. All right. So that's their hand. Tarmogoyf's a 4/5, which is 2-turn lethal. I guess if I had a bolt, it would be really good. So if I draw a Terminate, and it's not good enough, Karuga to hand. Okay. Emrakul, the Aeon's Hop. The Aeon's Hip. No, it's Aeon's Hip. Okay, so they're going to get to Karuga next turn, which actually can block and kill my Goyf. That's a problem. Yep, that's a problem. We're going to draw Terminate, and then Freak will be vilified. Vindicated? Whatever, whichever one. They're not playing anything. Okay. I have concern. Freak. They found another Sokenzen? They did do. If it was a Volt! If it was a Volt! You know, it'd be crazy if we had a bolt. Man, that would be crazy. Wouldn't it? Wouldn't that be crazy? Oh my god. Can't believe there's no bolts in this list. What? What kind of gen player? What kind of maniac? Okay. Do it. I fucking dare you. Yeah, that's right. Let's draw heat. Let's draw justice. 4 card types. Justice. We got there. Clear away. Goif coming through. Beep, beep. Oh. 4-1 with Jund, baby. 4-1 with Jund. That was sweet. This deck is great. Fable's great. Everything felt like it was in the right balance with this list. So I really enjoyed that. It's a pretty taxing gameplay. And it takes a while, but that was very enjoyable. Impossible. We found the impossible Jund score. Thanks, KO Diamonds. It's hard to play on stream. I mean, I enjoyed it. I think Jund is hard to play in general, for the reason I was joking about with you on stream last night, Freak, which is that the problem with playing Thoughtseize Inquisition decks is that you always know how unlucky you got, and it makes it even worse to get ground down on Magic Online sometimes. Like when we played against the Living End deck, and they top decked into Shardless Agent with the Force of Vigor, and then they also top decked into another Violent Outburst. It's just like very emotional damage. 24 lands feels like a lot with Ren and 6 is such a low curve. No, it didn't feel like we got flooded because you have a lot to do with your mana all the time, Big Lefty. Also, the Sagas are only like half a land, and the Boseijus are kind of like half a land. So, and then you can always dash Ragavans. Like, I don't know. It just feels like you always have a lot to do with your mana. I don't like the bauble. I don't know what I'd put in its place, but I don't like the bauble. 2 Terminates feels like the maximum number I would play. I would probably... Oh, you know what I want, probably? You know what I want? There we go. Now we're thinking with portals. Yeah. Yeah, like that. Yeah, Desk is just great. Desk is just good people. I did like that this version was pretty low to the ground. Like, there's no Soul of Windgrace, even though that card's okay. Soul of Windgrace versus like Leyline Bindings and Counterspells is just rough. And there's a bunch of matchups where it's just demonstrably too slow. Whereas this very low to the ground Jund deck is like, it's good against a lot of the other low to the ground decks in the format, which there are a lot of because it's modern. I think the Soul of Windgrace gets better the more clunky and slow other decks are, and the more there's like Omnaths and other stuff like that that you need to go over the top of. But again, this was a 1 league, so I got pretty lucky in a lot of spots and got paid off for a lot of my choices in spots where maybe you wouldn't always. Anywho, I know it's been a bit of a short stream, but I recorded an episode of Faithless Brewing today, so I had to wait like an hour and a half to record that, and then we recorded for at least an hour and a half, and then I came on, and I'm still trying to catch up on sleep. So I think I'm done for now. I know Freak You Nasty will be on in about 2 hours, give or take, but let's see who else is on right now to go and raid. I do have another version of Prisontron that I'm excited to play at some point soon. Did I don't know if I loaded it up. Here we go. So this is a version that did well in like one of the NRG events or something. I like what they did with the main deck. This sideboard is not my taste, but that's because I just don't believe in Dismember in this deck at all. But this main deck looks great. It's actually so similar to mine that I feel like this person must have checked out some of what I was doing and then decided to spin it off into their own version. So the main deck's very similar to mine, except they cut the second island and they cut the Underworld Cookbook to play the 3 copies of Stonebrain main. And in the lands, they're not playing Blast Zone, they're playing 3 Inventor's Fair, which I think is crazy, but I think not playing Blast Zone in this deck is insane. And I also think playing 3 of your, like, one of the worst lands until it's the best land is also not great. Yeah, it's crazy like a fox, exactly, Freak. It's like, it's crazy except when it's not. In my opinion, the first Blast Zone is worth a lot more than the 3rd Inventor's Fair in a deck like this because you're playing 4 Expedition maps. Like, it's so high value to have one-ofs. And if you look at this main deck, there's not a single card other than Karn that isn't an artifact. So that means your Mystic Forges are super clean, and your Inventor's Fair is 2-4 everything. I don't like playing like 1 of Warping Whale or 1 of Dismember or even 2 of those cards because they're taking up slots that can be used for Silver Bullets and for like the things you want to play 4 of or the things you want to play 1 of. And there's not a lot of room in between. But that's just how I build and play this deck. I just think this lined up in a lot of different ways the way I like. 3 Welding Jar, 1 Pithing Needle, 1 Relic. No, the island you use a lot for Spellskites more often than you use a Swamp for Dismember, Math Guy. Use the islands a lot. So Spellskite blue activation is one of the most frequently used things in this deck, and you use islands for it all the time. And mitigating your life total loss in a lot of game 1s is super important. Also in game 2s and 3s, but like, yeah, activating Spellskite's a big deal. You can also do it with Gemstone Caverns if it has the luck counter. No, it's all good, Math Guy. Yeah, Spellskite is one of the reasons why this deck works at all. Prisontron without Spellskite, I think, would just not be a very good deck. It's actually ridiculous how important this card is to this archetype. I don't know if you'd understand it until you played it or played against it, but it's like, this card is nuts. It's so good. And it's also good in the format because it blocks Ragavans. Yeah. It's an excellent Magic the Gathering card. So then sideboard here, compared to what I was playing, it's missing the Witchbane Orb, which I don't mind. It's missing the Trinisphere, which I mind more. And it's missing a lot of the cutesy stuff. You can play 3 Dismembers and 3 Jars. I'd have to try it and just feel like if I feel like there's a gap. And there's 2 Ratchet Bombs, which makes me think we're going to bring some of them in. There's no defense grids at all, which I think I don't like. It's a very different kind of sideboard. This feels like a much more targeted sideboard. This feels like a challenge-oriented list, whereas my version is more of like a league-oriented list. Yeah, I like the grids too. My most recent version, I swapped my Underworld Cookbook to the sideboard and my Welding Jar to the main deck, one of the Welding Jars. So, and again, this was a recent change that I'm not like super sold on. But we'll try that out tomorrow. Anyway, let's go and raid Everos, I believe it was. How big of an issue is Brotherhood's End for this deck? Not very. There's not a lot of decks playing that, and some of your more expensive artifacts are pretty important. Brotherhood's End is like, I've just never had it cast against me while playing this deck. Most of the decks that play it don't play that many. So yeah, I don't... Oh, we could raid Everos, or we could raid a smaller streamer who I actually really like from what I've seen them so far. So we're going to raid Jabber. So, see you over there, folks. Enjoy the blue-white flash content.